Ladies and gents, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. So in that video we are going to cover Kaspa and its recent price action, but firstly let's have a look at this beautiful run for Kaspa, right? So it looks very like a Bitcoin chart, guys. Okay, so let's look at the recent pump. As we can see over here, Kaspa was sitting at the recent pump at 5 cents of a dollar, and it reached 15 cents of a dollar mark pretty much, right? So the RSI was already very heated at 88, right? Now we've pretty much went down, just like we went down on that trend line over here. And if we are going to notice, right, every single time Kaspa is going closer to that trend line and bounces back, right? Here, 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 and here. So now the question is Kaspa going to do exactly the same thing right now and go higher? Right, so this is the first thing. And as we can look over here at RSI as well, RSI is pretty much at oversold territory, and we have just touched that trend line. So what does it tell me? Kaspa is definitely building up for a huge move upwards, right? I'm gonna tell you about my strategy very soon, but before we are going to zoom into the chart and look any further, I would like to share a couple of things that I believe are important. Okay, so let's have a look firstly at Kaspa over here at Twitter. As we can see, guys, Kaspa got new spot listing on Coin Store. And that's obviously just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg, because if we are going to look over here, guys, Kaspa haven't seen yet a top tier 1 exchanges listings, and you can just imagine what is going to happen for Kaspa in this bull run, right? But that's not enough, right? Like many times I tell to myself that I'm late to Kaspa because, guys, I'll be honest with you, I mentioned that in previous videos. I discovered Kaspa over here, but the thing is that I was sleeping on a Kaspa. My big mistake. This is when I was thinking about buying Kaspa, and I was just lazy to pretty much register in a new exchange that was where Kaspa was listed pretty much. So that's very bad on me. However, I personally think I'm still not late because there are a couple of events that are happening. Obviously we are still early, so as you can see over here, guys, that is for altcoins, right? We just exited this Wyckoff accumulation phase, and we are just going to train upwards. Of course, we might see some consolidation on the way, but that's okay. That is going to give us an opportunities to buy Kaspa. As we can see over here, guys, according to this psychology of a market cycle type of a chart, we are in hope still. So there is a lot of a way to go for Kaspa as well as for BTC and of course other altcoins, right? Just like over here, as we can see, guys, we've just flipped. We just had a crossover of moving averages over here as well, and the last time it happened, that pretty much sparked a huge altcoin cycle. So just over here, guys, that is just a beginning, and as well as on this chart, as we can see over here, guys, right, we are just here and we have a lot of potential, and this chart as well is suggesting that we are going to see a huge altcoin season. As you can see over here, we just flip green on Gaussian channel, which is very bullish for altcoins and of course Kaspa. Kaspa at the moment is trading at 10 cents of a dollar. However, I definitely do see 50x from now, maybe not necessarily during this bull cycle. However, in the future, Kaspa is going to definitely dominate. It is pretty much a silver of crypto at the moment, so that is just going to be more and more bullish. Have a look over here, guys. There is just this piece of news over here that I found and I would like to share with you. So one crypto analyst on X basically is claiming that $1,150 invested into Kaspa at current prices are going to give us return of investment at 46,000 US dollars, which obviously is going to be around 50x. So if I'm going to go back to the chart of Kaspa now. Let's see on a zoomed in chart on what is going on in Kaspa, right? So we basically see the same thing that was happening over here, guys. We saw a big move up over here, right? And then we have consolidated. Of course, this consolidation is slightly longer for Kaspa. However, we also have to remember that that RSI was very, very high, as you can see over here. So it's pretty much normal and healthy that Kaspa is going to pull back, but that's of course nothing to be worried about, because that gives us an opportunity to buy back some Kaspa. As you can see, guys, what does it really tells me, right? So if I'm going to draw a trend line from here, right, from that top on RSI, and if I'm going to do the same thing over here, right, every single time Kaspa consolidates like that, it's basically going backwards and basically hitting new price levels. So as we can see over here, guys, we are trending sideways, but of course that's due to the factor of what is going on with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is pretty much going sideways, and we are dipping, right, in the last few days or week actually. So Kaspa just hit that trend line over here, and as you can see over here, every single dip is being bought up on the Kaspa, right? So of course we could definitely I mean, not definitely, but we could potentially dip a little bit lower, but that is just building a strong momentum for Kaspa to pretty much go much higher, as you can see over here. And I'm thinking right now what I would do if Kaspa, that is a little bit risky, so guys, nothing in this video is financial advice, right? However, if I'm going to follow that pattern, right, of Kaspa pretty much climbing up and never dipping below that trend line, if Kaspa is going to see a huge pump and we are going to hit a resistance level, let's call it that way, on RSI, guys, I might sell my Kaspa and then buy it back when it's going to go back. But of course, I'm going to update you in the further videos. So, in my personal humble opinion, I think that holding Kaspa for years is going to be beneficial. I do think it's actually a next Bitcoin, especially with upcoming halving. So that's something that I still haven't shared. Like, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Kaspa has halvings every single year, right? So firstly, the Bitcoin halving, obviously, in April of 2024, and then Kaspa is going to see its halving in August 2024, which is what, 7 months away from now, which means that Kaspa is going to see a much bigger price levels, guys. Okay, then that's it for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed that Kaspa update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss on any Kaspa update. Okay then, peace and love, crypto.